Hello, everybody. My name is Jamel Bookaboo. I am a two-star executive with Youngevity International. I would like to welcome to call number 50 today. Wow, I was just reading that number. 50 weeks we've had the great Dr. Wallach, who is a naturopathic doctor, a vet, speaks at the UN, recently spoke at Tesla, got a book in the Smithsonian, nominated for a Nobel Prize in Medicine, sold well over 600 million copies of the audio version of Dead Doctors Don't Lie. You can get all his books, CDs, and information at drjwallach.com. You can go to that website. If you're in the States, just purchase any one of his books that he's published, over 14 now, I think. The latest one is
15 now.
15, which I think the last one was It's All in Your Head. Is that correct, Doc?
No, the newest one is Dr. Wallach's Cooking Without the Bad Foods. It's
Wow.
300 pages of gluten-free recipes.
I'm getting that one this week. There you go. So that is an essential item because Dr. Wallach talks about the food and the nutrition. I'd like to thank all the participants so far on the call that have made this what it is, but most of all, Dr. Wallach. This call is recorded, so you are welcome to download this, stream it, play it at a virtual meeting if you like, and it's posted at the New Zealand official Facebook page. If you need to contact, if this is your first time to listening to Dr. Wallach and you want to know more about the nutrition programs he's talking about, or earning income as a distributor like myself as well, please contact the person that referred this video to you. Youngevity is a direct selling company, so everybody has what we call in the business an upline. They make money when you buy a product, so they'd be very happy to help you. If you need to find out any more information about that or ordering a product, the Corperate New Zealand office, which services Australia as well, is 1-800-756-467, and for USA, Canada, it's 1-800-982-3189. Dr. Wallach, welcome to week number 50. It's great to have you here. Oh yeah, just before I let Dr. Wallach begin, please put your questions for Dr. Wallach in the chat box, and we will get to you during Q&A, which will be in about 20 minutes time. So just follow those prompts I've put up there, and we will get to your questions as well. Dr. Wallach, welcome to week number 50.
Well, thank you, Jamal, and thank you for all this good work and the year we put together, and your team has been good, and it'll only get better. Thank you very much, sir. And of course, as everybody knows, this COVID thing is spiking again. It's getting crazy all around the world, and there's reasons for that. You have to appreciate that human beings are susceptible to infections if you don't take care of yourself. We have an immune system, needs supporting, which we'll get into in a minute, and you have to mechanically and chemically fend off the bugs, whether a virus or a bacteria. And, you know, again, you have to give your body what it needs to have its immune system working. Right now, I'll start out with the numbers. These are from just a couple hours ago. These numbers go from the beginning of the pandemic a year and a half ago till now. Totally, Australia has 42,229 infections and 976 dead. 976 dead. You have 25.6 million population, okay? And you go to our state of Florida with 22 million population. These are numbers from yesterday. They didn't post any yet today. They are at, since a year and a half ago, their total now is 3,039,980 infections and 41,931 dead. It's like 40 times more dead than Australia. It's about the same population. And again, 40 times more infections, same population. Let's look at New Zealand with a population of 5 million versus Louisiana, one of our southern states, with 5 million. New Zealand has 26 dead. It's been 26 dead for several months. So the death rate has gone way down in New Zealand, which is good. And 2,968 infections. Louisiana, with the same population, 5 million, is, let's see here, 11,918 dead. 11,918 dead versus 26 dead in New Zealand. And then they have 649,915 infections versus 2,900. Okay, huge difference. It all comes to diet. Okay, it comes to diet. Excuse me. Let's look at, let's see, another Pacific community here in Hawaii. Hawaii has 1.4 million population. It's about 25% of New Zealand. And it has, these are today's numbers, totaling a year and a half, 562 dead versus 26 dead for New Zealand, 54,443 infections versus 2,900. So there's a huge difference. Well, the difference is Hawaii, you know, bombing Pearl Harbor, the Japanese, we sent the Navy in and all that kind of stuff, you know, at the beginning of the Second World War. So Hawaii converted from being a Polynesian community to a community that eats like Europe and the United States because of all the Navy and the Marines, the Army and the Air Force and so forth. And so they eat so much wheat, bread, and oats. And they're not a community that supplements a lot with vitamins and minerals. And so this is why they have such a high rate of infection and deaths. And this is not unusual. This is not unusual. It's one of those things where you compare the Asians versus Europeans. I'll just give you one comparison, then we'll go into the COVID thing. Let's compare the UK, which is England, Northern Ireland, let's see here, Scotland, and let's see, what's that group of islands there off of England? Wales. Okay, Wales. Let's talk about Wales. Okay, so they have 67 million people in the UK, and Thailand has 67 million people, and Thailand has 7,552 dead. The UK has 130,953 dead, and Thailand has 907,000, not quite a million infections. And the UK has 6.2 million infections. So again, what's the difference? Well, the UK lives on nothing but wheat, butter, and oats. And of course, Thailand has remained culinary-wise an Asian country. And they live on rice and sweet potatoes and beans and squash and seaweed. So what you want to do is live like an Asian. And you guys are doing actually quite a good job compared to people your population level. But let's get better. And so you need to get rid of all the bad foods, no fried foods, no processed meats, no oils, no glutens, no wheat, bread, and oats, no sugar, no carbonated drinks, even the diet ones need to go. And this will relieve a lot of inflammation. It'll allow you to be more efficient in absorbing nutrients. And then you need to take, right now, I would take the big hammer out of our toolbox, which is the Healthy Brain and Heart Pack with 215 nutrients in it, the core of which is the Healthy Start Pack, which has the 90. But it has all these other things that support your immune system and so forth. And I do that. I only weigh 142 pounds, but I take enough for a 200-pound man. I've been doing it for 74 years, supplementing this way, and being gluten-free for 74 years. I'm 82. And most people think I'm in my 50s when they look at me and they listen to me. They don't think I'm 82 because I don't look 82. I don't sound 82 because I've been protecting myself for 74 years. Now, everybody can do this. It's just a matter of priorities. And then I also take, and I want everybody else to do this, we have our colloidal silver, which is in water. There's no alcohol in it. There's no other chemicals in it. And I take 2 droppers full under my tongue, 30 minutes for each meal, and 2 droppers full under my tongue, 30 minutes for bedtime. So it requires 2 of these 4-ounce bottles a month to pull that off. Also our hand sanitizer. I use our hand sanitizer like 10 times a day because I see so many people and shake hands and high five and all that kind of stuff. And I put it on my face. I put it on my neck. I put it on my arms and shoulders and wrists and hands. I put it after I shower in the morning. I put it in between my toes. That's the hand sanitizer. I put it in between my toes and before I put my socks on. I put it on my legs, my ankles, and then during the day, when I'm walking around outside the house, I will put the hand sanitizer in between my toes through my socks. And so the socks keeps it wet with the hand sanitizer. And so even if I'm walking through the bugs, it's killing them. So I'm doing all that. And you have to really be proactive. Now, I've again been gluten-free and not eating any of the bad foods for 74 years. It'll soon be going on 75 years. So very proud of that. And it pays off. There's no reason why we can't add 25 to 50 healthy years to everybody's life. We can add 25 to 50 healthy years to everybody's life. And let's look at average lifespans here. Let's see here. In the US, we dropped from 79 down to 75 because of the COVID deaths. We're number one in the world when it comes to COVID infections and deaths, USA is. And right now, let's see, up until about a year and a half ago, we were 79 years average lifespan for the USA. The human life expectancy is 155. So you subtract 79 from 155, you get 76 years we were leaving on the table. Well, now we only live to be 75. If you want to subtract 75 from 155, we're leaving 80 years on the table. Let's look at our medical doctors. Their average lifespan is 57, particularly the emergency room doctors. Their average lifespan is 57. You subtract that from 155, they're leaving 98 years on the table. You know, they're wasting 98 years they could have spent with their loved ones and doing things they love to do. Let's look at, let's see here. Let's look at Australia. Your average lifespan is 73. That's the old one. So I don't know if it's, I don't think the COVID has affected your lifespan. So 83 from 155, you're leaving 72 years on the table. And our brothers and sisters in New Zealand, average lifespan is close to Australia, 82. Subtract that from 155, they're leaving 73 years on the table. And so we have some work to do. The longest lived people are the Hunzas near the Giltar Glacier between Pakistan and China. And they live on the average, you know, it's a kind of a bell-shaped curve. The average is 120, subtract that from 155. So if you just look at those numbers, 120 minus from 155, they're leaving 35 years on the table. With their longest lived people documented as 165. So they're a plus. There's no reason why everybody can't add 25 to 50 healthy years to their life. There's no reason why everybody can't be a super centenarian and live to be 110 and longer. If that's what you want to do, you make that a priority and avoid all the bad stuff. Take the 90 essential nutrients. Better yet, right now, you're going to take the 215 nutrients in our Healthy Brain and Heart Pack. That's what I do. I take enough for a 200-pound man. I only weigh 142 pounds. But this is something I never miss. I never miss. And it drives people crazy. I'm sorry, I have to do this here before I can meet you. And so again, the colloidal silver, the hand sanitizer, the 90 essential nutrients. Now, I'm going to throw one more thing in here. Don't forget the kids. We have the kids toddy, which is a liquid multiple. Okay, it's a heavy duty, big multiple. If the kids are like brand new newborn babies, you can put this and it gives you the dosage based on weight on the label. You can put that in the baby formulas. If the mother's going to breastfeed, she can double her supplements, take 2 Healthy Brain and Heart Packs per month. And so she can be absorbing nutrients for the baby through the breast milk and for herself. But if she's going to give the baby a formula, commercial formula, or one she makes herself, she should add the kids toddy to it. Don't forget to throw in the EFAs to prevent blood clots and that kind of stuff. And then once they get to be toddlers, we call the pollen burst chews. They're actually made from berries and sunflower seeds. And so they have EFAs in them that come from sunflower seeds. Very proud of that. The essential fatty acids from sunflower seeds. We have another liquid for kids and also seniors. I take it myself, FlexiCare Plus. And this is a copycat of the of what's called the bone soup. I don't know if you're old enough to remember bone soup. Do you remember that, Jamel?
Sure do.
We would, put chicken bones, beef bones, sheep bones, turkey bones in some vinegar on the wood stove at night and simmer it all night. And you wake up in the morning, you take that soup and you drink it, and you're getting the collagen and calcium and that kind of stuff. And this tastes good. It has the lemon, let's see here, lemon and the lemon and lime juices in here. So it tastes like lemon and lime. And it's got the recipe of bone soup. And so it gives these kids all the collagen for the cartilage and all that kind of stuff. And they're doing somersaults, they're walking to school, and they need that stuff. And that's why so many kids have asthma. They have, oh, mommy, my knee hurts. I don't want to walk to school today. That kind of stuff. And asthma, all this you can prevent and reverse by getting these supplements in these kids, and you'll be blessed, and the kids will be blessed. And kids, of course, when they're under 5 years of age, 2, 3, 4, 5 years of age, when they get to COVID, they'll get, a raise in their body temperatures. It only goes up a half a degree. You can't even call it a fever. And in 2 or 3 days of minor cold symptoms, their clinical stuff is over with, but they do get the antibodies against the COVID, and they're good for the rest of their life. But if they don't get it, one of those things is one of those things where you have to watch it, because when they get to be teenagers and they're eating oatmeal for breakfast, they're having pancakes and waffles and French toast and spaghetti and chicken noodle soup and flour tortillas and all that kind of stuff. Suddenly now their villi and their intestines are gone. They're losing most of their ability to absorb nutrition. And so if they cannot absorb nutrition, they cannot protect themselves. And as a result, they're going to be in trouble when it comes to the, let's see what I'm looking for here was my, I probably left it in my walker. I have, of course, I take and I wear a face mask all the time when I do leave the house. People should do that. Remember the face mask thing. This is a constant thing. And so I don't forget the face mask. That's very important, because people, when they're talking to you, you know this, when you get close to people, they talk to you and they're talking and saliva comes out and gets on you, that has the virus in it. That's why you stay 6 feet away. They can't get that saliva on you from 6 feet away. But if you're just arm's length and they're talking to you, I used to say, why am I sitting so close to these guys? Every time they open their mouth, the saliva comes out and it's going to hit you, or at least gets an aerosol you're going to breathe in. And so this is not difficult. There's communities where just about everybody in the community gets sick. That's because they're not paying attention to details. They're not washing their hands. They're not doing the hand sanitizer. They're not doing the colloidal silver. They're not taking the 90 essential nutrients. They're not wearing face masks. And they're not eating properly and taking the bad food. So they're getting lots of inflammation. Their villi are dead. So even if there is some nutrition in the food, they can't absorb it efficiently. And that's why they get really serious illness. They're in the hospital for 6 months, unconscious with a ventilator, and many die. And so we can turn this around, but it's going to take concerted effort on everybody's part to protect themselves and protect everybody else. So with that said, it's over to you.
Thank you, Dr. Wallach. And I remember you were just talking about bone broth, and I just remembered a product that we can get on auto ship in all territories that we're open, and that is the Youngevity Fit Shake, which is got a whole lot of really, really good stuff, but it does also have the bone broth.
There you go.
So there you go. When do you think the best time to take in the day to take the Fit Shake, Dr. Wallach?
Well, I would take them with a meal, get the maximum benefit, take them with a meal. It could be a lunch, a dinner, a breakfast, or all three.
Yep. And this comes in chocolate and banana. You can get it on your auto ship, which is free shipping. That is, ask your upline, and you can add that to an auto ship order and get that free shipping. So I thought I'd mention that.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Wallach. Every single lecture that he does, there's something that I haven't heard before. So these calls are recorded. You can go back to the archives and listen to all of those as well. We are going to go to Q&A now. Got a lot of questions. I'm going to get to as many as I can. And I'm going to take preference to the people that are on the Zoom call because Dr. Wallach does like to ask questions as well, besides what may be in front of me here. So we're going to go to Kylie from Melbourne. unmute yourself and go ahead.
Good morning, good evening. Hi, everybody.
Hi. This is Kylie?
Kylie, correct, yes.
Uh-huh.
Look, I just have a quick question. So this is for myself. I'm 5'5". I'm already on 2 healthy body and heart packs a month and other secret sources. But I have this very odd, it's like bubbles run up the back of my neck to my skull. It's like fizzy bubbles that just runs up, and it's been happening for quite a few years now.
Okay, now stop. Are these like blisters on your skin, or
No.
they just feel like bubbles?
Yeah, feel internally.
Okay.
So
Okay.
that's
how much do you weigh?
200 pounds.
Okay. And how old are you?
46.
Okay. Well, 5'5", I'd like to see you weigh 140. We need to lose about 60 pounds.
I'm working on it.
Okay. Are you using our keto bars?
Yeah, keto bars. Yep.
Okay. All right. And then 200 pounds, I'd have you take the Healthy Brain and Heart Pack. That's our bigger hammer, right? The Healthy Brain and Heart Pack. 2 of those a month. So you can take a full dose of everything twice a day. And for people who are starting out with a keto diet to lose weight, you start out with 1 meal a day. It could be any meal, doesn't have to be the same meal every day. Then after about 2 months, you go to 2 meals a day for 2 days out of the week. The other 5 days, stay on 1 meal a day. And stay away from the bad foods, no fried foods, no processed meats, no oils, no glutens, no wheat, rye, and oats. And you talk about these secret sauces. Do these feel like bubbles coming up your back, or do they actually, you can feel them?
Yeah, I can feel it internally, and it's only about, it's just at the top of my neck to the base of my skull.
Okay, are they what, the size of a pea? Are they the size of a grape? Or the size of an orange? Or
it reminds me of like effervescence, or carbonated water or something. It just goes up in a line, and it doesn't. It's not there constantly. It happens. I could be lying down. I could be sitting up.
Okay, so it comes and goes.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So you could have some obstruction in your spinal canal. Okay. Do you have any ringing or buzzing or tone in your ears, tinnitus in your ears?
I don't, no.
Okay. Do you have any balance or vertigo or dizziness problems?
No.
Do you have any skin problems? Do you have any eczema, dermatitis, psoriasis, or rosacea?
No.
Okay. Do you have anything going on with your bowels? Any constipation, diarrhea, irritable bowel syndrome?
I used to before I was on the, the starter packs. Yes.
Okay, so you're drop dead gluten-free. Everybody in your household gluten-free. You're not cooking gluten for anybody else?
No. We're at the start of that journey.
Okay, good. Okay, well, what I want you to add to your program also is the MSM. If you're, if you're not already doing that.
I do take MSM. Yeah.
Okay, good. Do you take the Fucoid Z?
I don't have that yet. No.
Okay. Well, Fucoid Z. I take 3 of those. I weigh 142. I take 3 of those twice a day. That's 2 bottles a month, and they're, I don't know, 8 or 9 different algae from the ocean, and it has all these weird trace minerals that your immune system loves, are anti-inflammatory. And so I would take 3 of those twice a day. I'll throw one more thing at you. That's our killer biotic. It's I don't know, half a dozen mushrooms that again support your immune system, but are also anti-inflammatory. And between that MSM, the Fucoid Z, add the killer biotic, that inflammation in your neck and down your back is going to go away and relieve some of that damming up type pressure. Okay, it's going to stop that sort of buzzing feeling going up and down your neck and back. And so I want you to, call in every 2 weeks. You can call in every week and give us a status report, because your story will help a lot of people. Your testimony is going to help a lot of people. Okay.
Thank you so much, Doc. I really appreciate you.
Okay, we appreciate you, dear. Thank you, Kylie.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Kylie. We've got George from Christchurch. First time caller. George, go ahead.
Hello, George.
Hello?
Go ahead, George.
Yes.
Oh, hi. Nice to meet you. My name's George and I come from Christchurch, New Zealand.
Okay.
I was just wondering
how
long it takes to get smooth skin with the 90 Essential Nutrients pack.
Okay, it depends on how good you are about getting away from gluten. If you get away from gluten and drop dead away from gluten, and you're taking the MSM, you're taking the hair, skin, and nails, and you're taking the healthy brain and heart pack. You're taking some extra glucogel, or you're taking the FlexiCare Plus, get all this collagen, which skin is like 2/3 of the thickness of skin is collagen. And don't forget the hair, skin, and nails. And stay away from all the bad foods. No fried foods, no processed meats, no oils, no glutens, no wheat bran rhinos, no sugar, no carbonated drinks. You can see improvement in 2 weeks. And then in 4 weeks, you're going to see significant benefit. In 6 weeks' time, it should be like 75% improved. And usually, again, within 90 days, it should be gone.
Oh, sweet. Thank you. And is there any good foods you should eat to reduce inflammatory on your acne?
Okay, when it comes to acne, you got to stay away from all the bad foods, which we've just discussed. No fried foods, no processed meats, no oils, no gluten, no wheat bran rhinos, no sugar, no carbonated drinks. And again, it would be the same thing here, but I would also throw, in addition to hair, skin, and nails, you can throw in the hair, skin, and nails, 3 of those twice a day per 100 pounds of body weight. And but also, is this in a teenager or is this in you, or?
I'm 17 years old, so.
You're 17, okay. All right, and how much do you weigh?
143 pounds.
Okay, 143 pounds, all right. How tall are you, sir?
170 centimeters.
What is that in feet and inches?
Oh.
What's the conversion?
I'll figure it out.
About 5,
Okay.
5'10", 5'9", 5'10", I think.
Okay, thank you. All right, that gives me some concept here. Okay, well, basically, this is going to happen very quickly for you. And I do want you to eat 3 eggs twice a day. 3 eggs twice a day, but they cannot be fried. They cannot be hard boiled. They got to be soft poached, soft boiled, or soft scrambled in butter. You can have. I eat every Saturday night. Tomorrow night's for me. Saturday night, I'm going to be eating Australian lamb chops.
I had that last night. So.
Okay. And so I have them shipped to me, and so I really appreciate that. And then I have steak 2 nights a week, and then the other nights I will have a gluten-free pizza. This is pizza that has cauliflower and rice flour crust. I'll put hamburger patties on there that are cooked medium rare on top of the 4 cheeses and the 8 vegetables. I'll do that 3 nights a week. And then for breakfast, I'll have smoked salmon from Alaska, 3 nice big slices. Oh, it's lovely. And I'll have 3 eggs again in the breakfast and wild rice and gluten-free yogurt. And then I have all my supplements. I do have a gluten-free ice cream for dessert. I take 1/3 of a pint every night, different flavors, all gluten-free. And I don't know, as 17, I don't know if you're old enough to drink there, but I drink red wine, a wine glass full of red wine every night with my dinner. I've been doing that for like 50 years. Okay, but so I never drink more than that. Never. I always just have that 1 glass. And so, but you know, red wine has good things in there, including antioxidants. It reduces inflammation and so on. But you're gonna see rapid benefit in your skin. The acne goes away. Eczema, dermatitis, psoriasis, acne, all those things go away very quickly. And people always ask me, George, how long do I have to stay on this program? Well, here's 2 questions. How long do you need oxygen, George?
Your whole life.
Yeah. How long do you need water?
Your whole life, unless you're a mermaid.
How long? Okay, so you know where we're going. Okay. Yes, and so you need to be on a good diet, none of the bad foods your whole life, and you need to be taking the supplements your whole life. And so that will add 25 to 50 healthy years to your life. And the earlier you start, and it's good you're starting when you're 17. The earlier you start, you know, you could live to be 110, 120, 130. And so that's what you want to shoot for. So you'll spend more time with the people you love and spend more time doing the things you love to do. That fair?
Yeah. My grandma's 99 years old, so she's doing
beautiful.
pretty well. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So she's doing a lot of good stuff.
Yeah. So is that 2 sets of 3 eggs every day, or?
I'm sorry?
Is that 6 eggs in total every day or 3 eggs?
Every day. No,
Sorry.
no, 3 eggs twice a day. That's 6 eggs a day.
Yep.
Every day, 7 days a week.
Okay.
75% of your brain weight is cholesterol. 95% of the weight of testosterone is cholesterol. You do not want to have a cholesterol shortage.
Yep. Sweet as. And that's poached eggs, eh?
Yeah, poached or soft scrambled in butter.
Okay, sweet.
And
Thank you very much.
thanks, George. You can get a recording of this very shortly at the New Zealand official Facebook page, Youngevity page.
Sweet.
And also don't forget Dr. Wallach's new book, which has all the recipes for gluten-free and without the bad foods, which is an essential item. I'll be ordering that next week. We're going to go to Sheryl from, there it is.
Yeah, Dr. Wallach's Cooking Without the Bad Foods, 300 pages of gluten-free recipes.
Good stuff. And we are looking forward to getting a copy of that. We're going to go to Sheryl in New Zealand, a regular caller, and she's calling on behalf of an associate. Go ahead, Sheryl.
Thanks, Jamel. Thank you, Doc. Hey, I've got a question about a three-year-old boy.
Okay.
His mum, they live close by us, and he's just been diagnosed with leukemia. He's 37.5 pounds and 40.5 inches high. And he had 2 anal fiscal surgeries when he was a toddler. And then early this year, he was sick, and his doctor said it was a virus, and he just didn't get any better. So they referred him to a specialist who's just diagnosed him with leukemia and given him an instant blood transfusion and said he'll be on chemotherapy and in hospital for 2.5 years.
Okay, now stop. Now, when they gave him a blood transfusion, was that because he was anemic? Did he have low red blood cells?
I'm not sure. I can't find out. The mother and little boy are in the hospital. They're just
Sure.
Yep.
Okay, so here we go. He weighs 37 pounds. And so what we want him to do, he and his whole family got to be off all the bad foods, right? No fried foods, no processed meats, no oils, no gluten, no wheat bran, no sugar, no carbonated drinks. He needs to live like an Asian, rice and sweet potatoes and beans and squash. I want him to take our kids' toddy.
Yep.
Okay. And again, by body weight, it's on the label, kids' toddy. I want him to take, again, by body weight, our FlexiCare Plus. Okay. That's for his bones, including the bone marrow cavity. I want him to take our EFAs, take, say, one of those twice a day at this point. And then he also, because his immune system is going to be bad, I want him to take the colloidal silver, 1 dropper full under his tongue twice a day. And he needs a hand sanitizer to protect himself, wear a mask, because his ability to protect himself is way down. And then I want him to have what we call Z-Radical. Z-Radical is a liquid. It has, 8 or 9 different seaweeds in there, and all the trace minerals that are going to support his immune system and also help his bone marrow make more red blood cells and white blood cells and platelets and antibodies, okay? That's called Z-Radical. And I think I gave you everything else. Yes.
Yeah. So, Doctor, the doctor said that there's a 95% chance he'll be fine in 2.5 years, but this is very, very common here. So, if that's happening here, what advice can you offer for other parents of little people?
Okay, well, here's the deal. You have to appreciate, it wouldn't hurt to take the lab work to another doctor, or maybe better yet in the medical school, and have them look at it and give a diagnosis too.
Yes.
Okay. And so maybe just the kid was anemic and not really have leukemia. And so it's better, it doesn't hurt to get a second opinion.
Yep.
Okay. Just say, hey, doc, thanks, but we need all the lab work. We don't want to have him suffer through that again, but we want all, copies of all the lab work because we want to take it to the medical school and see what they have to say about this. And he should not object to that.
Yep.
Okay. And so then when you get the lab work and get the second opinion, call us again and
Yep.
tell us what the second opinion says. Okay. But let's get started. The quicker we get started, the better. and for him. And again, staying away from the bad food is equally as important as taking the supplements. Okay. Oh, another thing you can throw in, since he's only 3 years old, we have these pollen burst chews. They're about 1 inch long and 1/4 inch thick. They taste like chocolate and berries, and they're made with sunflower seeds and berries.
Right.
And the kids love them. They're individually wrapped. There's 60 of them in here, and he could have 2 of those a day, one in the morning, one in the evening, after breakfast and after dinner. Pollen burst chews, and that'll help all his immune system also.
Thank you, Doc. That's wonderful.
Okay, God bless you. Keep us informed. Let us know what that second opinion is, okay?
We will.
Thanks, Sheryl. And we can get also on auto ship the kids watermelon sprinkles, which are available on all the auto ships in Australia, New Zealand, USA, and Canada. There they are. I just had a friend's wife order 2 boxes of those for their kids because they love them.
Yeah, I put in my gluten-free ice cream.
Yeah, so adults can have them as well, and you don't need a bottle of water. You can just put them in under your tongue. They're sprinkles. You just put them on your tongue. They taste like watermelon. And if you got kids, it's one of those products that you don't need to. They're going to want to have it because they do taste really nice as well. We're going to go to Gracie now. Gracie, if you want to let us know where you are, that's great. So I can put that in the comments there. Gracie, go ahead.
Thanks, Jamel. It's Gracie from Melbourne. I'm asking a question on behalf of an associate's friend. She's 46 years old, 150 pounds, 5'8". She gets regular migraines, around 3 to 10 a month. She has arthritis pains in her hands, feet, hips, knees. Upon wakening, her body aches just move around the body. She also has miliar rash on her forehead, and she gets a lot of hay fever symptoms, especially around spring and when the wind's out and the pollens are out. And she has a hair loss at the front of her head. She's started on some of the regime. It's only been a short time, 2 weeks. She's getting results, but we're wondering what else maybe we need to ramp things up again. She's on EFAs, BTT, osteo, and MSM at the moment. Okay. So she needs, I'd go with a little bigger hammer here. I'd go with the Healthy Brain and Heart Pack, and she's 150 pounds. So she's right on that cusp. And since she has these complaints, I would go with 2 of the Healthy Brain and Heart Packs per month, start there. Also get the MSM to rebuild the skull and the bones and all that kind of stuff. I want her to get 1 bottle a month of the MSM so you can take 3 twice a day. That'll support and promote maintenance repair, cartilage, ligaments, tendons, connective tissue, discs between the vertebrae, bone makes your bone cell. And then I also want her to get the hair, skin, and nails, and she can take 3 of those twice a day. It'll be 2 bottles a month. And I also want her to have the, she can have the Z Radical, which is our liquid form of these 8 or 9 different algae from the ocean. If she prefers the capsule, she can take the Fucoid Z, 3 of those twice a day, or she can take the liquid at her body weight. She could take, I'd have her start out with a ½ ounce twice a day, 1 ounce a day. That's a quart a month of the Z Radical. And then I would throw one more thing in there. Wouldn't hurt her to take the killer biotic, which is a half a dozen different mushrooms to support the immune system. And again, an anti-inflammatory, it helps with headaches and stuff like that. Okay, great. Lovely. Thanks, Dr. Wallach.
Okay. Yeah, keep us informed.
Thanks, Gracie.
Thank you. Ta.
We're going to go to Isabel. Isabel, go ahead. And good to hear from you. If you want to unmute yourself, Isabel.
Hi, Jamel. Hi, Dr. Wallach.
Hi, Isabel. Hi, how can we help you?
I just have a puppy problem. I have a poodle that's 14 years old. She's around, I think, 5 or 6 kilos. And
okay, so maybe 12, 15 pounds.
Yeah, and she's having, like, we have to put a nappy on her to come inside. She just seems to have no control over her bladder. And she went to bed every night. So
yeah. So she odds are she has a back problem. Does she limp or complain about it when you pick her up incorrectly, or?
No, not really.
Okay, the odds are she has a back problem, squeezing the sciatic nerves that control the bladder. And so at 12 to 15 pounds, does she get canned dog food or dry dog food?
They do get a little bit of raw mince sometimes, but mainly dry food. And, you know, I have had them on the gluten-free dry kibble.
Okay, good. Good. Yeah, it's got to be gluten-free. And, you know, a couple of spoonfuls of meat once in a while, it's not a bad deal. But I would also give her our Arthrodex. Give her 1 scoop a day. It's 1 scoop for 20 pounds of body weight, but since she has problems, I give her 1 scoop a day of the Arthrodex mixed in with her food. And then she also needs the EFAs. It wouldn't hurt to give her one of those EFAs a day, just puncture the EFA and squirt the liquid onto the food. And let's see here, wouldn't hurt also to throw in the MSM. You can throw in the MSM. It's 2 of those a day. You may have to grind them up if she complains and pushes them off to the side or something like that. Grind them up and put them in the food. But MSM will help rebuild the disc, help build the back. And I think it's a back problem. This happens a lot in human beings when they have, you know, trouble starting a urine stream, or they just can't stop a urine stream. Invariably, you know, the doctors say, well, you know, I can give you a catheter and you can kind of control it that way. But basically, it's almost always 99% of the time a back problem, because when you have your vertebrae squeezing the sciatic nerves, which control the bladder. And so we have to kind of rebuild the disc, rebuild the back and the muscles and so on. 14 years old, you know, you got to, you know, expect a little bit of those kind of things going on, but it's all, I believe it's all reversible.
Well, I have got a bit of a praise report for her, because probably, I think about 5 years ago, maybe 4, when I first came onto Youngevity, and I'm with Team G'day, thank goodness. Thank you, Jamel. I did put her on the Arthrodex, and they were both starting to get arthritic pain and stuff like that, and their eyes were glossing over a little, and, you know, just getting a bit lazy, and put them on the Arthrodex and gluten-free kibble. And within a couple of months, they just started jumping around like little puppies. And it was working. And then it's sometimes hard to get the Arthrodex here in Australia. Like, it's on back order now at the moment, so it's very hard to get on.
Okay, well, you're waiting for the Arthrodex. What you can actually do is use the plant minerals.
Oh yeah, just put
do
it
that.
in their water.
Put an ounce in the food. Or you can also get this FlexiCare Plus, okay, which is kind of like bone soup, okay, bone broth.
Great. Yep. And Isabel, thanks for your question and also the testimony.
Yeah.
Too, because it's the Arthrodex is one of the most popular products. For some reason, people look after their dogs more than they do themselves sometimes. And the Arthrodex is very, very, very important if you do have a pet. It is from the 4 tails only range, and so it can be used with other animals as well. And as Dr. Wallach says, read the label and go ahead and use that on your animals. We are going to thank you, Isabel, again for your call.
Jamel, thanks, Dr. Wallach.
Thank you very much.
Cheers.
See you later. And Isabel was my first in Youngevity. We are direct.
Wow.
She was my first 1-star that that I introduced to the business, and I did a meeting there in Port Macquarie, and since then
she's family. She's definitely family.
Yes,
definitely.
Absolutely. And so it's been great to hear Isabel's testimony and also hear her on the call as well. This call is open for everyone. And
it's great to see your growth.
Thank you. Thanks, Isabel. Doesn't matter what team you're from, where you're from, first time caller, whatever, I get to as many as I can. And it was great to have Isabel on the call today. We are going to go to Grant. If you want to let us know where you're from, Grant, you can unmute yourself. Just also helps me when I'm finding you on the Zoom call if you say where you're from.
Okay. Okay, Doctor, I'm Grant from Sydney. I was just wondering about the degrees of gluten intolerance. Is it possible to be a little bit gluten intolerant or a lot, or once you've got it, you've got it?
No, it's kind of like saying, what's the tolerance to a bullet to the head?
Oh, okay.
Okay, everybody, every vertebrate is intolerant of gluten. Every vertebrate, whether you're an elephant or a human being or a cat or a dog or a cow, well, they feed oats and wheat to horses, yeah, but they get problems. And of course, you feed oats and wheat to chickens, and then you kill them in a few weeks or a month and you eat them. Same with beef. You feed them for 3 months and then you kill them and eat them. It's not like they're going to be on wheat and oats for 16 years. Okay. But human beings, when you're eating oatmeal for breakfast every morning for 30 years, you're in trouble. Those villi in your intestines go away. Instead of looking like a shag rug, the lining of your intestine, it should look like a shag rug with all those finger-like projections sticking out. Instead, it'll look like a plastic tube, and you're losing 98% of your absorptive surface. And people will say, well, you know, I'm 60 years old. You got to expect me to have gray hair. Okay, but that's actually a nutritional deficiency. It's a red warning light. The same disease is caused by that same deficiency is a ruptured aneurysm in the brain or the heart. And so you're getting a red warning light there. So you need, and if you do everything right, and the hair color will come back and you'll repair yourself and you won't die from a ruptured aneurysm. But if you don't do that and you're, you know, how old are you, Grant?
65.
And how much do you weigh?
170 pounds.
Okay. Do you have any health issues?
I've got severe osteoarthritis in my right hip, and I had cancer 10 years ago. Throat cancer 10 years ago.
Okay. Well, you've recovered, so you're a survivor. That's a good
I
thing.
recovered because I found you, Dr. Wallach.
Okay. Well, thank you for your testimony. And so, yeah, at 170 pounds right now with this COVID thing, I would go with 2 of the Healthy Brain and Heart Packs of full dose twice a day, because you have joint stuff and knees and back and so forth and osteoporosis everywhere. Do you have ringing in your ears? Do you have ringing
Just
in
a
your
little
ears?
bit. I used to have a lot, but it's only a little bit now.
Okay, good. So yeah, you want to be doing the MSM, take 3 of those twice a day. And don't forget the glucogel, the collagen. You can take the capsules, take 5 of those twice a day, or you can take the liquid, take an ounce twice a day, 2 quarts a month of the liquid glucogel. And that'll help quickly to rebuild the joints and the cartilage and ligaments and tendons, connective tissue. But there's 5 cofactors in our selenium, and the 2 Healthy Brain and Heart Packs. That's why I suggested that, because you have that white, gray, and silver hair. It has these nutrients in there, and within 2 to 6 weeks, your hair color will start coming back. And within 90 days, you'll see a significant return of your original hair color, whether it was red or brown or black or blonde, it doesn't matter. The original hair color will come back. That's telling you you're healing on the inside, and you're less likely to die of a ruptured aneurysm, because that same deficiency that causes the gray hair and do you have any spider veins or varicose veins in your feet or legs?
No, I don't, Doctor. No.
Okay, good. Okay, so keep in touch with us, and keep us informed every couple of weeks or so. Anytime you go to the doctor and get some kind of report, let us know, because your testimony is going to help a lot of people, because you're middle-aged, 65 years old, and basically there are so many people that have your same issues of osteoporosis and arthritis, joint problems, some gray hair, and they're concerned. But you have to eat like an Asian: rice and sweet potatoes and beans and squash. I've been doing it for almost 75 years now, gluten-free, and taking the 90 essential nutrients for 75 years. And I'm 82 years old. Most people think I'm in my 50s when they look at me, my energy and all that kind of stuff. And I don't have any wrinkles in my skin, and the hair in my arms and everything don't have any gray hair. And so you can add 25 to 50 health years to your life just by doing all the good stuff and staying away from the bad stuff. And if that isn't enough reason to, you're going to get an extra 25 to 50 years with your loved ones, get an extra 25 to 50 years, whatever it is you want to do, you love, fishing or bowling or whatever it is, it's worth paying attention to the diet and supplementing, right?
Yeah.
to get those extra 25 to 50 years. Well, stay in touch, Grant.
Thank you, Grant. And we do have a caller from California. If you want to send me your name, if you're still on the call, we'll try and get to you as well. Also, we're going to go to Dina. Well, firstly, we'll go to Dina because Dina's got all the information there. Go ahead, Dina.
Hi, Dr.
Hello.
I'm 5'1", 100 pounds. I've been on healthy brain and heart pack and NSM for a while now. Recently, I've had a throbbing pain on my right ear, or in my right ear rather, and not sure why. It's actually quite painful. It's like it's coming from inside and it's throbbing.
Okay, stop. Do you have any noise in that ear? Does it make any noise inside?
So it's not the ear, it's the eye, my right eye.
Oh, okay, because I'm getting a lot of echo, and I can't quite fully understand you. Okay.
On my
And
right
so-
eye, sorry.
Your right eye?
Yeah.
Okay, and so do you have any balance problems?
No.
Do you have any gray hair and you're coloring your hair?
I have a little bit right here. Yeah.
Okay. Do you have any varicose veins or spider veins in your legs?
Yes. A little.
Okay, yeah, it's all caused by the same deficiency, the veins, the hair, aneurysms and things. So you're getting red warning lights here that something bad's going to happen here if you don't deal with this. And how much do you weigh?
100 pounds.
Oh yeah, I apologize. Yeah, you did say 100 pounds. Okay, yeah, 100 pounds. So I want you to take one healthy brain and heart pack per month, half a dose of everything twice a day. Then I want you to also take the MSM, get 1 bottle a month of that, so you can take 6 a day, take 2 with each meal. And you may have the beginnings of the, and this is in osteoporosis of the skull. Okay, and so this is quite common. And so you can be born with osteoporosis of the skull, be newborn and have osteoporosis of the skull if the mother didn't have enough nutrition to build the skull. So it's not unusual for somebody who's middle age is going to have osteoporosis of the skull. And so the hair color will start coming back, the veins will go away, the varicose veins go away. And it's good you're catching it. You're 65 years old?
No, I'm 40,
How old are you?
47. Sorry, 48.
48, okay. 48, okay. Yeah. And so, you're going to be a blessing. You're going to have a great story to share with other people. And, what I want you to do is, pay attention to details and write them down. So when you call us every couple of weeks, you're going to tell us, hey, this improved a little bit. I had this for like 3 or 4 or 5 years, and just in 2 weeks, it's improving already. That kind of stuff. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. God bless.
Thank you.
Okay. Dina.
Thank you, Dina. Thank you very much. And we are going to go to, we've got we've got maybe 1 or 2 more callers. Maria. Go ahead, Maria.
And where's Maria from?
Maria's from Miami. So if you're there, Maria, go ahead.
Yes, I'm here. I'm here. Hi, Dr. Wallach. How are you?
Hi. Okay, what's going on?
Well, I've been having recently, obviously I'm very stressed. I suffer from a lot of anxiety. And I've been having difficulty sleeping, and I've been having palpitations at night and sometimes during the day, but it's been pretty often. I do take the Healthy Start pack, but
Stop a minute. How old are you?
59. I'm going to be 60 in October.
Okay. Now, do you have any dizziness or balance problems?
No.
Do you have any ringing in your ears or whooshing noises or anything like that?
No.
Okay. Now you said you have heart issues. Do you have irregular heartbeat?
Yeah, I've been having palpitations recently.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, this could be called atrial fibrillation. And so a doctor, their treatment is to put hot branding irons on your heart, trying to kill the part that's making your heart run amok. Don't do that. It kills so many people, that treatment. It's really osteoporosis of the skull, squeezing the 10th cranial nerve, which controls the rate and rhythm of the heart. Okay. So, and let's see here. Did I get your weight written down? What's your weight?
No, 220. I'm having to losing weight as
220.
well.
Okay, 220, and you're 5'6" tall. Okay, 5'6". Okay, yeah. And so I want you to have one keto meal per day. You'll need 3 boxes a month of the keto caramel bars because there's only 10 in a box. Doesn't have to be the same meal every day. And after about 2 months, go to 2 meals a day for 2 days out of the week. The other 5 days, stay on 1 meal. And then I want you to eat like an Asian: rice, sweet potatoes, beans, squash, so forth. And I want you to take 2 healthy brain and heart packs per month. Take 2 healthy brain and heart packs per month, a full dose, everything twice a day. I want you to take the MSM. I want you to go ahead and take 3 of those twice a day. That's 1 bottle a month. That's going to support and promote maintenance repair, cartilage, ligaments, tendons, connective tissue, disc between the vertebrae, bone, makes bone itself. I also want you to take the de-stress capsules for the anxiety. De-stress, capital D like David, dash stress. Take 3 of those twice a day. That's 2 bottles a month. As for the metabolism of the brain, and it calms everything down. And so you want to do that. And do you have any diabetes or high blood pressure issues?
No.
Do you ever get drowsy or sleepy a half hour, an hour after you eat?
No, it has happened, but very rarely.
Okay. Yeah, well, you may have the beginnings of what's called reactive hypoglycemia, and this can cause anxiety. We have low blood sugar, can cause anxiety and that kind of stuff. And so it wouldn't hurt for you to get 2 bottles a month of the sweeties. It'll also help you lose weight. Get 2 bottles a month of the sweeties and take 3 of those twice a day. And let's go there. Do not cook for anybody else, if you know, unless you're cooking like an Asian. You know, you cook the rice and the beans and the squash and eggs and that kind of stuff, but do not cook any gluten, no spaghetti, no chicken noodle soup, no pancakes, no waffles, because you're going to get cross-contaminated, right? And do your keto caramel meal, and you'll lose a half a pound to 2 pounds a day. And so at 5'9", I would like to see you weigh. I'm sorry.
5'6".
Oh, I'm sorry, 5'6". I would like to see you weigh 140, 150 pounds. So you need to lose about 70 pounds. Okay. And you can lose a half a pound to 2 pounds a day if you follow these directions. And so you need to stay on the supplements. You can get rid of the keto bars after you get to where you want to be weight-wise, but you have to stay on the supplements. Just like you need oxygen forever, you need the supplements forever. Just like you need water forever, you need the supplements forever. Okay?
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, doctor.
Okay. Thank you so much. Call us every couple of weeks. Give us a progress report, because your testimony is going to help a lot of people.
Definitely. Thank you very much.
Okay,
Thank you,
God
Maria.
bless.
And you can get a recording of this on the New Zealand official Facebook page. So sometimes it takes a day or so, sometimes it's earlier. You can download that, stream it, you can listen to that protocol again. This has been week number 50. I'd like to thank everybody that's participated, and of course, moderator Mike, that's really helping out with the calls as well. Linda Tyler, who's connecting us, who's a really great asset for Youngevity as well. And of course, Dr. Joel Wallach. Look forward to over half a century worth of calls next week. Invite a friend. And then week number 50, gee, we've almost done a year. So we're going to have a year celebration when we get up to 1 year, and then we'll go from there. So you can all unmute yourselves. Who knows how long we're going to do this, but I'll be here as long as I am required. And thank you, Dr. Wallach, for being with us all these calls.
Well, thank you. Thank you, Jamal, and thank you, Mike. Thank you for your whole team. Thank you for everybody who is on the call. And I love to go back and I listen to these things myself and you know, remember people and so forth. So I appreciate it if they would give us a call, you know, in a couple of weeks and give us the testimonies.
Yeah, and anybody's welcome. Today we had callers from New Zealand, Australia, Miami, California, everywhere. So you're all welcome to unmute yourself, say hello, g'day. Until next week, thank you, Dr. Wallach.
Thank you, Dr. Wallach.
Dr. Wallach.
Love you guys.